And as Iowans begin the presidential election season, voters in Kansas and Missouri prepare to make their mark.
Lindsay Shively is live with more. Lindsay.
Good morning. The Kansas caucus is coming up on March 10th, and Missouri has a primary election coming up on February 7th, but that is being called by some simply a beauty contest because Missouri is also having a caucus later on in March, making this primary election to some seem kind of moot. But let's talk about Kansas again for a second. Their caucus happens on the Saturday after Super Tuesday when 10 other states have primaries and caucuses. Many say the caucus 4 years ago attracted a lot more attention to Kansas. It was the first Republican caucus in 20 years. Now, more than 4,000 people took part there, picking the state's delegates to the national convention. Kansas Republicans, they actually picked Mike Huckabee over eventual party nominee John McCain. Senator Julia Lynn from Johnson County said the dynamic part of caucuses is the face-to-face conversation with the candidates. She wishes she was in Iowa last night to be a part of the history.
But, Kansas will be having our own caucuses as well, so I would hope that the constituents in Kansas keep their ears and their eyes open for what happens here, because this is also about our state, and our state can have a voice, and that's also the beauty of what makes this process work.
Now, back in Missouri, Republicans just voted in September to go to a caucus system. And again, Missouri's caucus is coming up in March. They did that, they say, to stay within the national GOP rules for presidential nominating systems. But lawmakers did not get rid of the Missouri primary that was already in place, which is coming up in February. The now so-called meaningless and expensive primary, estimated to cost taxpayers anywhere from $4 to $8 million. More on why the primary is still happening this year, coming up in the next half hour. For an hour live, Lindsay Shively, NBC Action News Today.